4 years, and that lets you save.
Look here.
True Form Life.
Green look on it.
Welcome to Exploring Mind and Body with Drew Tadia. Drew is an expert in nutrition, fitness, lifestyle, and more. And he wants to help you live a healthier, longer, and more active life. Now here's your host, Drew Tadia.
Welcome to another edition of nationally syndicated Exploring Mind and Body. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for tuning in and being a part of our True Form Life community, whether you're listening across the country on terrestrial radio or as a podcast around the world. We certainly wouldn't be here without you, and we're so grateful for your time to come in to see what we have going on this show. Now today, I'm going to be bringing on Jackie Sherman-Scott, and she's going to be talking about a more natural way of healing through Chinese medicine, and there are a number of other different forms that fall under the same category. So as a massage therapist, that would be her title, but I think you're going to find out quickly it wouldn't be a conventional type of massage therapy that she performs or helps with her clients. Now, she talks about gua sha. This is how you scrape the skin to help move the blood, move qi around. This is a positive type of energy in our bodies. She talks about ear seeds, and the actual title I can't pronounce, but she'll do it very well within the interview. She talks about glass cupping, Thai massage, and so much more. I had an absolute blast in this interview. You're going to hear us laughing and joking around, and it's because I think sometimes when you look at these types of maybe practitioners or healing, they're taken so seriously that they're not all that interesting, to be quite honest with you. And I think it's okay when it comes to healing, when it comes to natural health, when it comes to improving your health overall. I think it's okay to have fun. It's okay to joke around. It can be fun and enjoyable to improve your health and your lives, and it should be. I have a deep passion myself of not just holistic medicine, but Chinese medicine as well. So these topics are so interesting to me, and I think you're going to hear that in our words as we talk throughout the conversation and throughout the interview. Super grateful for Jackie to join us on this show. Sit back and enjoy. We got all that coming up.
This is Exploring Mind and Body. Naturally improve your lifestyle one show at a time with your host, Drew Tadia.
All right, welcome to another edition of nationally syndicated Exploring Mind and Body. We have Jackie here with us today. You heard all about her in the introduction, so without further ado, welcome to the show, Jackie.
Thank you so much. I'm really happy to be here.
It's our pleasure. Thank you for responding there.
Got it.
We were mentioning, I was just talking to our listeners here, I was just talking to Jackie that sometimes I bring on a guest and I say, welcome to the show, and they don't say anything, so. This is going to be a fun interview. We've got all kinds of things to talk about with Jackie. Before we get into it, Jackie, I'd love to hear more about who you are, what you do, before we get into any specific details. How did you get into what you're doing now?
Yeah, so I actually had a completely different career before, and I was actually in marketing. I have a communications degree and was working in that industry for quite a while. And my dad got sick and passed away, and that was a really life-changing moment for me, and decided that I didn't want to be in the corporate world anymore. So I decided to revert back to my passion, which is alternative healthcare, and found some schools that offered some really cool different modalities, and ended up in Calgary at the Canadian Institute of Traditional Chinese Medicine and got into massage. So my program was just really integrated with Western and Eastern modalities. So I practice a traditional Western massage, but it's really integrated with a lot of Eastern aspects, which is where my schooling came in quite a lot.
And so why did you decide to go that route? I'd imagine there's different routes that you could have gone through.
Yeah, it was just, massage wasn't actually the initial interest. It was more of the Chinese medicine. And then when I found out that massage was a part of it, it just kind of added that likability to the program. Like I said, I have a real passion for alternative medicine. And so I wanted to do something that allowed me to really incorporate that into my practice and really incorporate that with each treatment for my clients. And it was a nice way to really connect with people massage wise and try to facilitate healing, but then really integrate some really cool different things that maybe most people aren't used to or wouldn't necessarily come into contact with if you weren't going to an acupuncturist, for example. They do most of the things that I do. So massage was a way to kind of help spread that throughout the community that we're in and kind of introduce people to it on a more basic level versus, like I said, having them go to a doctor of Chinese medicine or an acupuncturist.
Okay, so now we're transitioning more into holistic practice. You get a chance to help individuals. You get a chance to improve their health, which is amazing in its own rights. How long have you been doing this? Would you call yourself a massage therapist?
Yeah, so technically I'm registered as a registered massage therapist. I think that for me, I really believe in alternative medicine and I believe in holistic treatments, holistic being more of the definition being an all-encompassing type of treatment. So I didn't want to just do massage because I wanted to do something that I know massage works, but I also wanted to be able to incorporate other aspects into those treatments because I really wanted to ensure clients got the biggest bang for their buck because I know massage today isn't as cheap as it maybe used to be. And I wanted to make sure people walked out of that door saying, wow, I really feel a lot better. And I got so many different modalities done into my treatment that I feel that much better than maybe a conventional treatment. I'm not trying to undermine conventional massage because it works just as well. It's just my approach. I feel like I can offer clients a lot more by doing some Eastern medicine for them as well.
True Form Life.
All right, so I want to tell you about the Silver Fern Aesthetic and Vein Clinic. Now, they specialize in a few areas. One is skincare. They'll tell you the difference between professional skincare and over-the-counter skincare. This is something that they specialize in as well as offering education to their customers and clients. Mineral makeup is one of their non-toxic type of products. They have no talc, perfume, dyes, alcohol, or anything else that may clog your pores. They also specialize in varicose and spider veins. I actually had the opportunity to stop in there, and they helped me better understand who's more likely to get them, how to treat them, and even how to prevent them. And then they also offer detoxing products and services such as their Universal Contour Wrap. They offer a clay solution. This gets rid of toxins, increases your energy levels, and much more. If you want more details, visit their Facebook page at Silver Fern Aesthetic and Vein Clinic. They're also offering free consultations from Dr. Jackson and their other skincare professionals. You can find them in Didsbury across from the train station, or you can give them a call at 403-335-8829.
True Form Life.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love to talk about Eastern medicine. This is super interesting to me because I'm like, if we just took the time to combine our research and science from Western to what they've been doing for so many years, thousands of years, on the East, like we would have so many more advantages. So tell me about these different modalities that you have, that you've studied and can use or work on with your, what do you call them? Clients, patients?
Yeah. So yeah, I call them clients.
Okay.
Like I said, I practice the traditional standard Western massage, but I also do some Tuina Chinese massage. I do a bit of Thai massage. And then I do gua sha, which a lot of people haven't heard of. That's a Chinese modality. And I do cupping. And within my cupping is a little bit different as well because I do the standard myofascial cupping that a lot of practitioners will learn to do. But within my schooling, I learned how to do Chinese cupping as well, which is using glass cups. And so fire cupping for that. And
with the flame.
With the flame, exactly.
Wow.
And then I do so within my cupping, it can look a lot like a standard practitioner's cupping, and it can be a little bit different just in the way that I use the cups in regards to acupuncture points or dragging them a certain direction or opposite direction to tonify organs, to reduce organs, that sort of thing. So that's kind of a cool aspect. And then I also do some auricular therapy, which are ear seeds.
Let's take a step back. And I want to go through some of them individually because they're interesting to me. So go back to the one that sounds like guava.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so gua sha I use a lot, actually. People are kind of intimidated the first time they come in because it's using a tool. It's typically a piece of bone is what the traditional form of use was, or the traditional tool was, I should say. And you literally scrape the skin. And so you can scrape at various depths. It can be very superficial because you can gua sha someone's face, or it could be a lot deeper because you can gua sha someone's back. The acupuncture meridians on the back are quite powerful for the body, and so I always try to hit those. And you can gua sha someone's glutes, you can gua sha their quads, you can gua sha the entire body. So it just depends on where you're working in regards to how much depth or pressure you would put on. And it works really well for muscle adhesions. It works to stretch fascia. It opens up a lot of acupuncture points. It really gets blood moving through that area, which is really important because when you have hypertonic or tense muscles, that's when you get that pain because there's not a lot of blood flow going through there, which means reduced nutrition and reduced oxygen. And when you have those types of things reduced, then you get increased pain. So the gua sha really works to move blood and qi through that area, which therefore means more oxygen and more nutrients. It means decreased tension, decreased pain, increased mobility, I should say.
So tell me about the bone. Whose bone is it?
So traditionally, it could be like a buffalo bone or a horn, a buffalo horn, something like that. So it's typically of animal
nature.
Yes. Yeah.
Origin. Okay, that's better.
Yeah, I think it's more just the energetic properties that the Chinese believe that it holds, and wanting to kind of really keep that at a basic level, at not a man-made type of object. You want something more earthy.
Right. I like that word, earthy. Okay. Okay, so that was called gua sha. I got that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then tell me another one that you listed there previously that I probably couldn't pronounce.
Auricular therapy.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
So the auricle on your ear is what it refers to, and your whole body is mapped out on your ear, and so including your vertebrae. So your spleen is there, your kidneys are there, your neck is in your ear. Like every part of your body is mapped out on your ear, and it's not necessarily a Chinese modality. I guess they just practice it quite a bit. And so what I'm doing is testing points on the ear in regards to how painful they are. And so you don't really notice that they're painful, obviously, until somebody kind of pokes at them because they're very tiny points. And then you test both ears because they're mapped out identically. And then whichever side is more painful, that's where you would put the seed. And the seed is literally like a little, it looks like a seed. Traditionally it was a seed, and now they're made of, sometimes they can be gold or silver, or, there's lots of different materials that they can make them out of. And then they're stuck to a tiny Band-Aid, I guess, for lack of better description. And you put that seed onto the ear, onto that point, and it stays with the client for the next 5 days. So the client's responsibility is to stimulate that point by pressing it on their ear a minimum of 5 or 6 times a day. You can't overstimulate it, so as much as you can, and it is going to directly benefit that part of the body. So if I have it on your liver, it's going to be benefiting your liver. If I have it on your cervical vertebrae, then it's going to be benefiting your cervical vertebrae because maybe you have neck pain.
Oh my gosh, how have I never heard of this? So is it kind of like the feet? What do they call the feet one? Reflexology?
Oh, reflexology. Yeah, similar idea.
Similar, but you're using the ear instead of the feet.
Correct.
And then this is the outside of the ear. So I could be having like gold on both sides of my ears, just walking around, pulling on my ears.
Definitely, yes.
I couldn't be more excited to share with you that True Form will be teaming up with the CLC Fitness Center. We'll be teaching a couple of classes there if you'd like to catch us in person. We have a Wednesday noon class for 30 minutes called Chiseled, perfect for the busy professional that only has a short lunch break for a boost in the middle of the week or middle of the day. And then we have a Monday, Wednesday beginner boot camp class at 6 p.m. using functional movements to get you the results you're looking for. These are just a couple of the classes that the CLC Fitness Center offers to our local community. Spin is always popular, as is kickboxing. They also have HitFit, seniors classes, and more. If you're looking for a boost of energy this winter and a boost of motivation, the CLC Fitness Center offers all kinds of options from indoor walking tracks to personal training. Visit communitylearningcampus.ca for more details or call them at 403-507-7782.
Okay, that's very interesting. I would like to know. I'd like to try that because, well, you know what's challenging with holistic types of medicine. I feel like you're getting more to the root, like you're getting more to like building from the inside out. So if we look at Western medicine, it's like take these Advil and your headache's going to go away instantly. But if you're looking at more holistic types of practices, it's working from the inside out. So there's not like a tangible, direct type of benefit right away.
Exactly. And that's what's so interesting when my clients come through the doors. When they get into an initial treatment with me, they kind of go, oh, this is really different, because I may check their pulse, because in Chinese medicine, you have 6 different pulses at different depths in your wrists. I may check their tongue. Your organs are mapped out on your tongue as well. So I may check your tongue. If you're saying you have lots of headaches or that sort of thing, I might be checking, to look at your liver mapped on your tongue. I'd be looking at your eyes, that sort of thing. And then really delving into as much as I'm able to do within that treatment with that client to really get to the root of the problem. And like I said, I can only go so far, but I find that it really makes a difference when you just take that extra step for some different treatments to help with whatever they're going through.
So do people know when they come in and sit down that you're going to look at their tongue? They're like, they come in for a massage and you're like, stick your tongue out. And they're like, I don't think I need a tongue massage. Thank you.
Some clients do, because if they know me, they know what my practice is about. But I would say most of my clients don't. Again, if you come in word of mouth and, Jane Doe sends you in because she really liked the treatment and I helped with her frozen shoulder where she couldn't get help with it before. She might tell you, this is what happened. This is what she did. And so those clients would definitely know, oh, I heard that you check out people's tongues, and then they'll quiz me up a little bit more. But no, for sure. Most clients that come in are going, what the heck do you need to see my tongue for?
So how do you decide if it's like what approach you take? I'd imagine everyone's individual or everyone's different, but how do you decide if you're going to look at their tongue or look at their ear, or maybe start with cupping? That's all in the consultation or talking to them?
Yeah. And so it really just depends. Again, everybody is so different. It's just like your genetic makeup. Nobody is the same whatsoever. So every intake looks a little bit different. I always start with just talking to them, just looking at the intake form and basing it off what they've given me initially, what they come in complaining about, what's the biggest issue for you that day in the appointment. And of course, we're going to address that. But if I think there's something going on a little bit deeper, then I'm also going to start quizzing them up about that. And then based on what they tell me, that's how I decide what I'm going to do that day. Not only in the initial consultation, but then once they get on the table, when I start to feel their muscle and kind of do some joint mobility and see what kind of range of motion they have, that's when I go, you know what, I think we're going to do cupping today, or I think gua sha is going to be better suited for this client, or I'm going to do cupping and gua sha, but different parts of the body. And then we're going to do ear seeds before you leave so that you have a take home to kind of help you assist you with this issue, for the next 5 days. So the ear seeds are nice too, in the sense that it's a bit of a take home for clients that they can continue their treatment after coming into the clinic to see me.
Tell me about the cupping. We haven't really touched on. I've had the cupping done with cups.
Right.
I'm not sure what you call them, cups.
Yep, absolutely.
So the cupping without the fire. Tell me about cupping with the fire.
Okay, so I do cupping with both. I have the silicone cups as well, but the cupping with the fire is a bit different in the sense that I would typically use it on clients for a more visceral approach. So if somebody does have something going on with their organs, or constipation, for example, is a good one, or just digestive issues in general, you can cup the stomach. And so a lot of times you would use the glass cups, because I'm looking more at a traditional Chinese medicine stance. And so that would indicate to me, okay, I'm going to use glass cups versus the silicone cups. Silicone cups are a lot more convenient because you don't have to get the alcohol and you don't have to light a cotton ball on fire and then do the application of the cup. It takes a lot longer. But it is. People are very interested, but it does provide a little bit different effects. It's for more visceral. What I was taught was it's a little bit more traditional in the Chinese aspect, whereas the silicone cups are more used for myofascial, muscle, more Western type of treatments, and that's how I incorporate them.
I want to know what the most common reason or purpose people come and see you for. I imagine there's a wide array, but is there back issues? You mentioned constipation and you mentioned headache a couple times. Is there a particular reason that you would see most of your clients, let's say, or the majority of them?
No, actually, they come in with a vast array of issues. They may not have, a lot of them haven't read my bio on our website, so they don't know that I practice an integrated practice. So they're really surprised when they come in, but they're really thankful for it too, because then the treatments that I introduce them to, they say, wow, that was really cool. Or we'll talk about different things. And even if I don't do any Eastern medicine modalities on them, then even just chatting about it, they're super interested. So no, there's not one or two particular things. People come in with a vast array.
True Form Life.
As a longtime family-owned business here in Olds, I think it's more important than ever to support local business. Hi, Aaron here from The Tire Shop. By shopping at a locally owned small business, you're supporting those who give back to the community by supporting organizations like charity groups, local fundraisers, minor hockey and figure skating, gymnastics, and other clubs your children participate in to learn and grow. This, of course, supports local wages and local incomes in order for families to prosper in local businesses and to keep our town alive. If it costs you an extra $1, it's $1 that goes back to the community and keeps the local economy thriving. So go grab a cup of coffee or a sub, maybe even a case of beer at your locally owned business today and keep this conversation going, because it's the heart of the community. The Tire Shop, always trying to give a helping hand.
True Form Life.
And so we mentioned a few of these different areas. Is there any that you mentioned earlier in the show that we haven't talked about, or that we could talk about more specifically here?
The Thai massage is really cool.
Okay, so what's the difference between Thai massage and a regular massage?
So if anyone's ever had, like, I don't ever do a strictly Thai treatment, and you can get those. There are practitioners that do strictly Thai massages, and that's a totally different experience. It's very stretch oriented. It's very acupuncture point oriented. It's very different. If anyone's ever had one, and I'm sure lots of listeners will know because they've had a Thai treatment, it's completely different. There's no oil used. You have your clothes on. For a Thai treatment, it looks very different. And I just don't really know how to describe it without, I don't know, unless you really experience it. It's more of just, there's no oil, you have your clothes on, and it's very stretch oriented for your muscles and ligaments.
So are you sitting in a chair, or you're laying as you usually would lay for a massage, and they're just pulling, stretching, pressure points, maybe active release?
Yeah, so they can be lying on the floor, they can be lying on a table, whatever the practitioner likes for their practice. When I incorporate the Thai into my treatments, the clients are still, they're not clothed because I'm incorporating into a standard massage. So it's not all moves for Thai massage I incorporate. It's more specific ones that I've picked out of Thai that I like to incorporate. And I incorporate the ones that I can still have the client draped appropriately so that nothing gets exposed. Whereas if I did a full Thai massage with into my treatment, it would just not be very good.
So have you gone or considered going somewhere Eastern to do more research or have more experience in this area?
Yeah, for sure. The school that I attended, I completed 2 years, their first program, and I can actually go back to school to become a doctor of Chinese medicine. And I'm still contemplating going back because it would be another 2 to 3 full years because you go right through the school year. And then at the end of that, you have the chance to actually go to China and practice in one of their hospitals over there. So I've definitely thought about it. And I've also thought about maybe doing something in more Thai massage and maybe going abroad to do that. But with kids, it's a little bit tricky. So that's on hold right now, but I have to say I do research it.
So did your family and friends, are they always like, hey, Jackie, why don't you come over because my neck is hurting me?
Absolutely. I do have lots of family too that at this past Christmas, it always seems like holidays are the big thing because we're together for meals and that sort of thing. And they're always like, oh, well, I have this going on and so-and-so has this going on. And I'm always getting hit up for stuff, which I guess is part of the job.
Do you have a favorite part of any of these different types of skills that you've developed or research that you work on? Is there anything in particular that you really enjoy doing? Or is it like evenly, like if someone needs this, then that's what you enjoy doing at that time? Yeah,
if somebody needs it, then I'll definitely go that route because I know that that particular modality will help them the best. But I do, my favorite is gua sha for sure. It's the coolest thing. It's really simple. You don't really think about it until someone applies gua sha to you, and then you go, that's really cool. It's easy. My tools are light. I can take them anywhere I go. But like I said, if somebody needs cupping or ear seeds or tie, then I always do whatever the client needs because that's the point.
And you travel with these tools? They're stopped at the airport and they're like, what are you doing?
Well, I don't travel with my glass cups because for obvious reasons, but my silicone cups are really, really travel friendly. And then my gua sha tools are travel friendly too. So I just usually throw them in my suitcase. So I don't take a full scope of cups or things like that, but I'll take a couple just in case, you're out doing whatever on vacation. And for example, in Hawaii, last year, my family and I went, and when you're in the water, sometimes if the water pummels you, surfing or whatever, you kind of get sore. So it's nice to have cups or my gua sha tool so that I can put some cups on somebody's shoulder or their neck or, instead of having to wait to get home.
All right, Jackie, I'm going to wrap things up here. Before we let you go, tell us where we can find more details or maybe where we can book with you and how we can move forward with maybe more information. I don't know if you have social media you want to share or just one website. Tell us what we can do.
Yeah, so you can go onto our clinic website, which is centralhealth.ca, and all of our profiles, all the practitioners' profiles are on there, including mine. You can read about what I do, and then you can also book directly on the website as well. You can call the clinic directly, or you can book through the website, which is nice because you can just click on the practitioner's name, and then a couple seconds later, a calendar pops up and you just click on the day and it lets you know what's available for booking and what's not. And you literally don't have to talk to anybody if you don't want to. You can book as many appointments as you want. You can book for 6 months in advance, that sort of thing. And then it's nice because everybody you have your own time to book. You're not on the phone with somebody and you can have your schedule right in front of you. And like I said, if you want to book 3 months in advance, 6 months in advance, it's all right there for you.
Awesome. Jackie, that was so much fun. Thanks so much for shining some light on this topic and for entertaining my crazy questions.
Thank you. That was a lot of fun.
True Form Life.
All right, that's going to wrap things up for this edition of Exploring Mind and Body. As always, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sticking around till the end and being a part of our True Form Life community here on Exploring Mind and Body. Super grateful for the opportunity to have Jackie come on the show. She was sent over from Central Health Chiropractic and Wellness Clinic in Airdrie. We've been working with them for a while now, and we love everything that they're doing there, and we so much appreciate their support. So if you're looking for more details, as Jackie mentioned, you can head over to centralhealth.ca for more details. All past shows are going up on exploringmindandbody.com. So if you ever miss a show, you can always go back and check out past shows there. We have Complete Truth Protein, which is a product we designed ourselves. If you're looking for improved digestion, if you're looking for a natural boost of energy, this is a great way to add it to your smoothies or for gluten-free baking. It's amazing, I have to tell you. We have tons of recipes on our website. Head over to trueformlife.com/complete truth protein for more details. And a quick shout out to our longtime sponsors. They helped us launch the show, and we certainly wouldn't be here without them. We have GDK Gravel and Sand. They are out there in Sundre. They deliver to all of Mountain View County for no extra charge, if you can imagine. They have residential products as well as commercial products. So if you're looking for more sand, gravel, wood chips, anything you need, they'll definitely help you out. GDK Gravel and Sand. And we also have AG Foods in Didsbury. They're more like a health food store. So many healthy options, and they'll even bring in new products if you ask them to. Again, that's AG Foods in Didsbury, and we couldn't be more grateful for their support. And I'm going to leave you with that. Once again, thank you so much for being here. That's it. That's all I got. I'm out of here. As always, I'm your host, Drew Tadia, in health and fitness for a better world. Thanks for listening.
You've been listening to Exploring Mind and Body with Trueform Life's Drew Tadia, fitness expert. To find out more about the show, Drew Tadia, or to listen to past shows, visit exploringmindandbody.com. Exploring Mind and Body with Trueform Life's Drew Tadia would not be possible without the help of GDK Gravel and Sand. GDK Gravel and Sand, now offering all products in 1/2 and 1 yard bags. Give them a call today for more information. 1-877-335-2091.